So I asked myself, why am I doing this? Why am I all the way in Australia with a car that's broken, didn't even turn a timed lap, and it was a crazy question, you know. I go sailing. I could do a lot of things that were a lot less stressful than trying to build a race car in Australia in 2 weeks. And, you know, I wouldn't trade that for anything.
When we approached this car, this build, this monster of an R35, it was, what is the purpose? And it was to be the fastest R35 anywhere. It was, we never wanted to get beat by another GTR.
Six months ago, Cole said that he's building this insane GTR and he needs a lot of carbon fiber body panels built that are custom, one-off, made specifically for this purpose. And that's to go to Australia and have a wicked GTR that nobody else has ever done.
We had gone from scanning the original car and making, you know, computer renditions. You know, we joke about Mario Paint and coloring this car in and coming up with a concept. It was quite an experience to see it come to life in full halfway across the world.
It was mind-blowing with the vinyl, the colors on the car, and just how aggressive the stance on the car was. It's just stunning.
We knew what the goal was, and I can tell you without a doubt, there's nobody that's developed an R35 as far as we have, and we're just getting started. So there's a lot more to come from this thing as we push further and further into the future. So World Time Attack, you know, they've earned that title. It's the biggest time attack event in the world, without a doubt. They bring in more international teams than anybody, hands down. It truly is the place to prove that you're fastest in the world, and that's why we wanted to be a part of it. They put on the biggest show, they bring in the biggest teams, they bring in the fastest cars. That's where we wanted to be.
Australia knows how to do time attack right. They bring in a few other things, so the drifting in front of the crowd. They kind of mix and match a whole lot of different forms of motorsport to put on a great show.
Got there Thursday and everything was great. Car ran, it was doing good.
The car is sitting pretty. I was feeling really, really confident that we were going to go out the first day and set a good lap. I didn't have any concerns at all.
hard on Thursday. We knew we missed Wednesday practice, and we had to come out of the gate swinging, and it was we couldn't wait to find the next problem. It's a build of this magnitude, you're going to run into something. So Thursday we found a couple issues, turned a couple laps, found a couple issues, and came around, and we knew we had an opportunity to get Kyle in the car, and things just needed to be driven.
I was able to get in, drive a session with it, which was fantastic. It was one of the most fun things I was able to do down there, was be able to spend a few minutes in that car driving it around. It felt solid, it felt powerful, it was everything I dreamed it was going to be.
Looking at his face when he got out was priceless, because you could see it in his eyes. It was something special.
Well, I was happy on Thursday.
We learned so much on Thursday that we worked late into the night on that evening just to have a car that we felt good about turning a timed lap on Friday. And
It was another one of those nights where we didn't get enough sleep because we were checking things after that first day, and we had issues. We had reasons to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning.
A big good morning from Sydney, Australia. Hi everybody, and welcome to the 2015 edition of the Yokohama World Time Attack Challenge. The 6th year this amazing event has been held here at Sydney Motorsport Park. And a very good morning, or good night, or good evening, or good day to wherever you're watching from around the world.
Friday came along. Friday morning, we were stoked, we were high-fiving, it was a good morning. Everyone was excited, we were wearing our USA shorts. And you know, we're the proud Americans down there, the only team from America.
we get down there and we're Team America. Of course we're going to show a little bit of pride. So we slapped on the American flag shorts, and it caught me by surprise. You know, I knew we'd brought the shorts, but I didn't think we were showing up to race day with them. So Doug threw on his shorts, threw on his backpack, and walked out the door just laughing hysterically. And I knew it was going to be a good day.
We agreed we were going to wear these shorts. Well, I'm sure we all sat in our room wondering, was everybody else going to be wearing them in the lobby? I know I asked that. I remember pulling them on in the morning and hearing Cole chuckle behind me saying, are you for reals? I said, well, that's what we agreed on. And sure enough, everybody was wearing them.
You know, you can't help but smile. So Friday, we felt really good. We made all the changes. We worked late into the night to have a good car Friday, and we turned up the boost a couple pounds, and nothing that we were unfamiliar with.
We were up early, we went out. Once again, things are fine. Cole had actually, at that point, started driving the car a little rougher. We'd made some adjustments that everything was better, everything was good. Hadn't got after the power yet, but aerodynamic-wise and things like that, the car was working well. The suspension was all tuned in. The wings, the front splitter, everything was doing its job.
So I'm in the car, and it was first lap out. We joked around about getting a timed lap in. It was important to us, and so we took it easy the first time lap, and went out, and it was no good.
Cole Powelson, there was a little bit of smoke coming out of the big lot of smoke coming out of that V6 Nissan. That's not a good look already.
The car was strong down the front straight, and then it started to miss, and I knew it was no good at that point. It was.
Sure enough, on the outlap of the first session, we look up at the big screen, and I saw a massive fireball come out of the side of the engine. Smoke, and we all knew that something bad had happened.
Life got a little bit more interesting.
I'm not going to roll in the pits and tell the guys that the weekend's over, but I've been driving long enough to know that that engine was toast. It had a dead miss, it was flat, and it was smoking like crazy.
Sure enough, there's oil pouring out of the exhaust.
It wasn't good. It was a bad thing. We were looking at options, and there weren't any really good options. We were done.
We were down and out. It was not a good place for us at that point. We hadn't turned a single timed lap at that point. First lap, first time session, and we were done. It was not looking good.
So I asked myself, why am I doing this? Why am I all the way in Australia with a car that's broken, didn't even turn a timed lap, and it was a crazy question, you know?
Because it's everything I've ever wanted to do. I've always wanted to be the fastest. It's man and machine. It's a sense of competition. It's a sense of camaraderie within the team. It's a sense of a common goal between a group of individuals to be the fastest. And when the time comes, I get to put on my helmet, get to strap in a car, and drive the thing to the limit. That's why.
And had a genuine heart-to-heart. You know, I joked about, asked him if he'd let me take some sailing lessons, and maybe we'll take up, you know, sailing, something where we could hang our feet in the water and throw some fresh fish on the barbecue each night. And I asked him, why did we come down here, Kyle? Why are we here? You know, was it for you to drive the car? Was it, you know, what's it for? And his answer was to be part of something great.
We're here to put a race car on a track.
There was no amount of effort that would have been too great during the next 12 hours.
It brought a tear to my eye to see that car actually make it around the track.